Hello, today we will be discussing this third problem called repetitions. So basically we are given a string that can be up to 10 to the 6th characters long, and we need to find the maximum length substring containing only one type of characters. For example, here the answer is 3 because we have 3 G's that are contiguous. So how could we approach that? Let's find out in the drawing board. So what we could do is process the string going this way. In the beginning we just have this A. So if we just have this, the maximum answer so far is 1. If we move to this T, so this is a new character, so it's not gonna update this answer in any way. So the answer, if we just take this T, is also 1. But here, since this T is equal to the previous character, then we need to consider this whole substring. So the answer here for this T would be 2. For this C, it is different from the previous character, so it cannot extend the previous block, so we need to start another block here. So the answer would be just 1. The same thing goes for this G. It is different from the previous character, so new block, so this would be equal to 1. Here this character is equal to the previous one, so we increment, so this is 2. Same thing again here, so this would be 3, and that would be our answer. A is different from the previous character, so new block, and that would be 1. So a way to approach this problem is to create a vector or an array that is as long as our string. Then for the first character, since we are just starting, that's gonna be the start of a new block, so we would put 1 there. Then for each character at position, so for each position I, the value at I is equal to 1 if the character at I is different from the character at I minus 1. Otherwise it is equal to the value at I minus 1 plus 1. And while we are processing the characters, we should keep track of the maximum value. So let's go ahead and code this problem. So let's get started. We will be given a string, so let's call it str, so string str. Let's scan it. We said we will create an array that is as long as our vector, so as our string, so let's declare a vector of ints. Let's call it value, and it will be as long as our string, and we will initialize the values to 0. And then we said that the value at 0 would be equal to 1. Then for each character starting from the second one, so from I equals to 1, I is less than the length of the string, I plus plus. If this character is equal to the previous character, then the value at this position is equal to the value at the previous position plus 1. else the value at this position is equal to 1. And as we said, we need to keep track of the maximum as we go along. So let's declare a maximal value. Let's call it mx. Initialize it with 0. Then at each position we would actually, the minimal value would be 1. It doesn't really matter. So we would max mx with itself and the value at I at each position, and at the end we would print the maximal value we got. So let's compile. Let's check the sample input. It works. Let's submit. It worked. So this is it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you.